Away we go then, and all eyes on the favourite here, trap 3, He Knows, as they come up towards the first bend. It's Stows Val who's going to show into the first bend ahead of 3, He Knows, who just gets a bit of a clip there from 2, Naomi's Ranger. So as they head down the far side, 1, Stows Val, with 3, He Knows going off in chase. There comes 2, Naomi's Ranger. After this comes 5, Astrus in Eulogy, as they come down towards the second last bend. And 1, Stows Val shows in front, some 2 lengths clear from 3, He Knows, and then comes Astrus in Eulogy. Stows Val still in front. Here comes He Knows. It's a bit of a laboured performance, but He Knows just gets there from Stows Val, and back in third comes Astrus in Eulogy. Well, let's take a look at the first round heats again, the times of the winners. First of all, on the first day, you can see Forest Jet was by far the fastest, 28.69. There were quite a lot of scrappy heats during the first night. Pavilion Rock perhaps slightly disappointing with its clocking of 29.06. You can see Larkhill Joe coming 5th fastest on the caption there with 29.07, despite finishing 2nd behind Forest Jet. And here's Andy also, who was beaten, still managed to record 29.11. Now you notice by that caption that Forest Jet, who was the fastest on the night, doesn't appear in the sectional times. And you can see that Pavilion Rock heads the page there, a 5:10 split, just ahead of Dancing Prince and Pam's Wizard. A good run from Pam's Wizard. She was only having probably her first race back following a seasonal rest. 5:13 split for her. Capital C did 5:14. And Aztec Travel, Clash of Puka, World Alert and Darklawn Dan came next. World Alert, of course, went out of the competition. Moving on to the second night for the Greyhound Derby, Some Picture top of the table here with 28.45. They're going 10 spots fast. El Premier posted his intentions with a 28.64 clocking. Droopy's Cross and Ladbroke Park also impressive. So was Mahogany Rebel, looked fairly strong in the first round, only clocking 28.74. Then we had the middle pace of Dragon Knight, 28.92. Charlpayden getting on the screen there in 28.92, and Not So Clever as well. But finishing, or doing the fastest sectional, should I say, was 5:08 of Black Gem Charm. Now, Black Gem Charm was a heat winner, but you can see his overall time didn't put him in the top 8 times on the night. But Black Gem Charm there leading the way on the sectional times in 5:08. El Premier and Ladbroke Park just sharing it behind. Fireside Venture. Now, if you'd seen him run at Mildenhall, you'd expect him to clock a fast sectional, and he did so, 5:11. Not So Clever did a 5:11, and 1 for Chad just behind them. Moving on to the final night, the winning times here. Well, Blackwater Storm, the strong greyhound, to be performing really well from the blue ribbon onwards, of course. He clocked a 28.65 for trainer Ted Lindsay. Lidpal Cassie did 28.72. She surprised. She went a little bit quicker than I expected. Pingo did a 28.74 after a flying start. Frisco Sir, 28.87, and the Irish runner there, Powis Minister, 28.89. They're all on going a little bit fast, and He Knows entering there at 28.95. As for the sectional times on the final night, well, Pingo heads the list there with a 5:03 split, ahead of Stows Val, who clocked a 5:08 despite being beaten. Annie's Bullet did a 5:08 also. Blackwater Storm did 5:09. Jason's Blackie knocked out of the competition, did a 5:09. El Zito did a 5:11. Frisco Sir 5:11. And just getting onto the caption there is Pat Scale clocking a 5:12 split. So those are the fastest times throughout the rounds. And of course, the Sporting Life did their usual halfway clockings, and they put Pavilion Rock at the head of the table there, 14.66 to halfway in the first round. 3 spots quicker than El Premier, Dancing Prince, Stows Val in behind them. Then came Droopy's Cross, Black Gem Charm, Pingo, Blackwater Storm, Ladbroke Park and Forest Jet. So not too many surprises, but by giving these statistics, it gave you an idea of who would be, fastest to a certain point of the race and who finished strongest in the competition. And their first round clockings pointed out that Pavilion Rock was the fastest to halfway for trainer Sam Sykes. And the trap draw for the second round was made, and Barry Draper, the trainer of He Knows, who did struggle to beat Stows Val, it has to be said, took a long time to get going. He said, well, I'm quite happy we're getting trap 3 again. Let's find out what happens in the second round of the Greyhound Derby.